Hello, my name is Peter Doyle from Axonabel Decorative Coatings. What I'd like to talk to you about now is our one-day wall coverings course. This course will cover surface preparations prior to installing wallpaper. It will cover the reason for cross-lining. It will cover wallpapering ceilings or papering ceilings with blown vinyls. It will cover the use of flock papers, standard papers, handprints, and throughout the course of the day we'll move on to more advanced papers. Things like wide width vinyls. So we'll actually use these. We'll talk about papers now where you actually paste the wall instead of the paper. So that might be this type of paper. We'll talk about hints and tips. If I'm actually putting this on a wall, perhaps I need to consider putting a blue stripe down where the joints will be with paint. Because if I don't, and if it stretches, I'm going to be left with a white line. So throughout the course of the one day, we will cover hints and tips on how to get the best out of applying wallpaper. We'll also look at papering around awkward areas, reveals, window reveals, chimney breasts, arches, etc. During the course, we will also talk about the features and benefits of using a ready mixed paste in comparison to a powder mixed paste. So we will discuss both throughout the course of the day. We're also going to look at which tools you need to use when wallpapering. So from seam rollers, which seam roller is used for which job, to the use of scissors or knives. How to use a plumb bob to get a straight line. All this will be covered in the course. The last session of the day will be looking at defects. And this will be things like bad installations of wallpaper, whether they be poor cuts, whether they be opening edges, whether they be tears, all unacceptable in our world as decorators. So we'll be looking at why this happened, how we put it right. Okay, that's the end of the theory. Let's move on to a practical demonstration.